So the first part of pouring a perfect pint is selecting a beer clean glass, verifying that it is clean, and then holding the glass at a 45-degree angle to the tap so that the nozzle never touches the beer, and only beer goes into the glass. Pull the tap forward, releasing the beer, targeting the Guinness brand on the side, and the rich foamy Guinness goes in to the halfway point, and you get a pint that looks like mostly foam, but you can see the beer is surging downward as the nitrogen in the beer gradually settles and brings the ruby black beer from the bottom up. This beer will settle for about 70 seconds. And as the surge continues, you have the beautiful bubbles going down the sides of the beer, and little by little the ruby black line will rise up to the halfway point. This is the halfway point on a 20-ounce pint. It's above the middle of the glass because the glass has a balloon top to focus the aroma and the flavor of the Guinness in your nose, which you drink with first. And this is the part you can't rush. No one is ever in a hurry for a properly poured pint of Guinness. And of course, the second pint will start before you finished your first, so you don't have to wait for the second pint. But on these custom Guinness fonts, if you're on the opposite side of the bar looking in, your pint is on a throne inside the gates of St. James, just like the brewery in Ireland. And you can see gradually that dark black color begins to rise to the point where it'll reach the head, and there'll be no residual bubbles or creaminess, and the beer will go solid black, and only then is it safe to pour the second part of the beer. So that's the part you can't rush. In this pub, we poured about 23,000 pints of Guinness last year. So that's about 230 barrels of Guinness, and every single drop comes from Ireland, directly from St. James Gate. Guinness is not brewed. Guinness served in the United States is not brewed anywhere but in Ireland. So the only difference between this beer and the beer you get in Dublin is that it's spent 3 weeks on the boat to get here. But it is exactly the same beer, served at the same temperature, stored at the same temperature, poured into the same glassware through the same pressure, the same font, and the same tap. So now we've reached the point where the entire body of the beer has turned the ruby black color that's traditional. It's a dark reddish black made from roasted malt. And you finish the pour by pouring with the swing tap away from you, slightly lower velocity, into the center of the glass until the beer just crests above the surface. And you see this crown that the Irish refer to as just proud of the rim. And again, the surge continues. So at this point, the beer would be presented to the guest, but not allowed to, they wouldn't drink it until it had settled fully. So that ruby black color will come up the top. And as the beer is presented to the guest, the badge is always turned toward them, so they see the Guinness mark in front of them. The head should just reach the top of the harp, but never dip into the harp. So as long as the head is above the harp, the head is within proper limits. That crown is part of what's desirable in the perfect pint, to serve a pint that's just proud of the rim.